Okay, for a second video, I want to go through a series of tags. Tags are what we will use to change things from the normal to some type of an adjustment that may only affect one or two players. So if our formations are called pro, spread, and twins, that tells 11 people where to line up. If we're going to move just one or maybe two players from their normal alignment, instead of having a whole different formation, we'll have just a tag. We'll use these later on with some of our other plays as well, changing what maybe one player does. The tags I want to talk about right now all have to do with alignments and ways that we create the various formations. All right, the first two tags I want to talk about have to do with the H. The tags are doubles and triples, and this tells him to leave, to leave the backfield and line up. The signal for doubles is just going to be like this, two fingers. And this tells the H to leave the backfield and take our formation from a 2x1 and create a 2x2. So if there's two receivers to the right and one to the left, the H will leave the backfield and go to the left, normally in the slot. For example, pro doubles. So pro doubles, we'd have the Z and the Y to the right, the X to the left because it's pro, and the H now sliding into the slot to the left-hand side because of the doubles call. Go back to that same formation, pro, Z, Y to the right, X to the left. If we want to put the H out to the right, creating a trips, we'll simply use the tag trips. You really can't see it here, but I'm taking my right foot and putting it behind the left, almost in a tripping action. So the signal would come in as pro trips. All right. So those are two of our most common tags that move the H around. All right. Other common tags, heavy. Take a little shot at myself, a little heavier than I'd like. Heavy means that the X, instead of being split out, will come in as an inline tight end. Normally, something like pro heavy becomes a two tight end look, with our true powerful tight end playing the Y position at the right inline tight end position. And since it's pro heavy, the X coming down on the left side and creating a tight end formation or a double tight formation. All right. We also have a tag called stack, and this tells the receivers to line up directly behind one another. If we were to go pro doubles stack, the H would go to the left, creating a two receiver side or doubles, and line up directly behind the X, which is the stack part of it. If we were to get into a spread, so spread, doubles, the H goes to the left, and if we want to stack on both sides, we'll go stack two times. Crossing our hands over the top of our head is just meaning two times. It's tough to come up with a lot of signals for doubles or two, so we just use this. Take our two hands and cross them. The only other tag that I want to go over right now is simply bunch. Bunch can only be created in a trips formation. So basically we would start out with spread, trips, my right foot is behind the left leg causing a tripping action, bunch. Because we can only get into a bunch formation when we're in trips, eventually we may simplify things, but for the time being it'll be spread, trips, foot behind the leg, bunch. We may make it simpler later and eliminate part of that call, but for now, by rule, that's how we tag the formation and get into the look that we want. There will be other tags that'll come later, but for now, that's it. Thank you.